Hello students, today I am going to do Year End Evaluation 2019, Grade 11, Department of Education, Central Province, Paper 2 now. So, you get 3 hours, you already know part A and B, you get 6 questions each and you have to answer 5 questions from each part. And each question worth 10 marks and you can spend 18 minutes maximum for one question in paper 2. So, paper 2 part A, you get first 2 questions in the first page, 3, 4, 5 in the second page, 6th question in the third page and part B, 7, 8, 9 in the 4th page and last page, 5th page, you get 10, 11, 12. So, let's do this paper. Let's take question number 1 from paper 2. Given below is an incomplete table of values. Prepare to draw the graph of function y equals 2 plus 4x minus x squared. So, it's a quadratic graph. So, you have to draw the graph and answer the given questions. So, let's do the question number 1. The first part is find the value of y when x equals 2. So, you need to do the substitution. Y equals 2 plus 4x minus x squared. So, when x equals 2, substitute x equals 2 there. What's the answer? 2 plus 4 times 2, 8 minus 4. 10 minus 4, 6. So, the answer is 6. Draw the graph of the function taking 10 small squares along both x and y axis as one unit. So, x-axis minus 1 to 5. So, we'll decide what's the y-axis starting from minus 1 here. Minus 1, 0. That means you can draw the y-axis here. And then you can mark the y value so that you can get the x-axis later. So, starting from plus 6 and then go down. So, we'll start here 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3. Then you can draw the x-axis. This is x and this is y. Now you can mark x values minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 5. So that's the scale. So that means when you take this way, very small square is 1, 0.1, 1 over 10. Or this way also 0.1. So we'll mark the points now. Minus 1, minus 3. 0, 2. 1, 5. 2, 6. 2, 6 here. 3, 5. 4, 2. And 5 minus 3. Now you can connect the points. So, the corner ones I can use the ruler only for those 2 points. Here also I can use the ruler but not for the other points. You have to connect smoothly. So, I'll draw this one smoothly like up to here and then up to here. So, that's the curve. So, how many marks for these 2? You get 1 mark, normally 1 mark for this question and 3 marks. 1 mark for the scale, 1 mark for marking the points and 1 mark connecting smoothly. So, that's the graph. So, we'll answer the other questions using the graph. Using your graph, write the interval of values of x which y is greater than 0. So y is greater than means above the x-axis. So what are the points? Here and here. So 4 squares, small 4 squares. So 4.4 and minus 0.4. So you can write interval is x is in between minus 0.4 to 4.4. Express the above function in the form of this. So you can easily do with the maximum point. That's the vertex. Vertex point is 2 and 6. So 2 and 6 means the values you can write y equals 6 is the b value, x, and here you can write minus 2. So x minus 2 squared, and then here 6. A is equal to minus 2 and b is equal to plus 6. Next one, deduce coordinates of the point of intersection of the graph x squared minus 4x minus 2 and x-axis. What is the graph we drew? 2 plus 4x minus x squared. 2 plus 4x. So that means opposite sign. So when you do this one, so this is the minus y value of this, and they want x-axis. On the x-axis means y value is 0. So y is 0 means 0 of the graph. So here minus of this graph, same thing, you can refer y equals 0. When you multiply 0 by negative, you get 0. So you can find out the points here. So those are the coordinates of the points. So x values are those. So what are the y values? Y values are 0. So the coordinates are 4.4, 0, and the other point is 0, minus 0.4 and 0. So deduce coordinates of the point of intersection of the graph. Same graph you can use because this is minus. When you take it to the other side, you get the same answer, 0. So those are the answers. So we'll see how many marks for each step. So you get minus 0.4 and 4.4. You get 2 marks. And then 6 minus x minus 2 squared, 2 marks. And the last one, you get minus 0.4 and 4.4 coordinates. So 2 marks for that. 2, 4, 6 and 4 marks, 10 marks for the question. Let's do question number 2. That's a statistics question and you get 3 parts for that. The table shows information about the duration of telephone calls taken by 100 customers of a mobile network in a day. What is the time interval which the most number of calls fall into? So that means the mode value, one which has the highest frequency. So look at this row, 25. So 70 to 80 is the modal class. Then using the mid value of the class interval 7 to 80 as the assumed mean, or otherwise find the mean called duration to the nearest minute. So you can write down this is duration in minutes. And then you can find out the midpoint. We'll take x. Frequency is given 8, 12, 20, 25, 15, 12, 8. And the total is 100. What are the intervals? 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, 90 to 100 and 100 to 110. All widths are equal and these are boundaries. So, what are the mid values? You add and divide by 2. 40 plus 50, 90. Divide by 2, 45. Here 55, 65, 75, 85, 95 and 105. And this is the total. Now we need to calculate the deviation. So to find out the deviation, we can take the assumed mean as the mid value of 70 to 80 interval. So that's 75. So what you do, you subtract x minus 75 because A is 75, assumed mean. Now calculate the deviation. So this interval you get 0. The difference is 10. Minus 10, minus 20, minus 30 here, plus 10, plus 20, plus 30. Now multiply and get the FD column. 8 times minus 30, minus 240. 12 times minus 20, minus 240. Here minus 200, 0, 150. This is 240 plus 240. Now can you see, you don't need to add here. This and this get cancelled out, this and this get cancelled out. So that means minus 200 and 150. So minus 50 is the answer, the total of FD. So what is the mean? Mean is assumed mean plus sigma FD over sigma F. Assumed mean is 75 minus 50 over 100. So you get half here. So 75 minus half, 74.5. And it says to the nearest minute. So you can say this is 75 because 5 or more we have to add 1 to the previous one. So 75 minutes is the mean value. So how many marks for this one? So you are getting 6 marks for that. 1 mark for this and 6 marks for the mean value. So how you get marks? Mid value 1, sigma FD. Calculating FD 1, sigma FD 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 marks for the final answer, the mean value. Now part 3. If the call charge for a minute is 2 rupees and 50 cents, find the average total income the mobile network received from the above 100 customers in the day. So mean means the value, the minutes per person, 75 minutes per person. 100 customers are there, that means you have to multiply by 100, and for a minute they charge 2 rupees and 50 cents. So what's the total income? 75 is the number of minutes, multiplied by 250, multiplied by 100. So that means you get 75 times 2 places here. When you multiply by 100, 250. 0, 25 times 75. 20 and 5. 5 times 5, 25. 5 times 7, 35 plus 2, 37. 1875. 18,750 rupees. So what's the answer 18,750. You get 3 marks for that. So altogether we gave 7 there and this 3, 10 marks for the whole question. Question number 3. This is about share market question. So we'll do that. Sunimal bought 25,000 shares of a company at 30 rupees per share. The company pays 4 rupees per share as annual dividends. After a year after getting dividends, he sold all the shares. The capital gain he received by selling shares was twice the dividend income he received. Find the price at which he sold a share. So first you have to find out the dividend income. 4 rupees per share and how many shares? 25,000 shares are there. You get 100,000 rupees. So the capital gain now is double of this. By selling shares was twice the dividend income. So that means 2 times 100,000. So 200,000 rupees. Now we found capital gain and now we can find capital gain of a share. Capital gain of a share. We can divide by number of shares. That's 25,000. 200,000 divide by 25,000. So 3 zeros get cancelled out. 8 rupees per share. So buying price here 30 rupees. So 8 rupees more. So what's the selling price? 38 rupees. So the selling price is equal to, this is buying price 30 and gain is capital gain per share is 8. So the selling price should be 38 rupees per share. So that's the answer. How many marks for each step? You are getting 1 mark for finding this, 100,000, and multiply by 2, 1 mark, and another 1 mark. And then finding capital gain per share 2 marks and 1 mark again for calculating the selling price. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 marks for that. And now we'll do part B. In the following year, he invested B rupees to buy 500 shares of another company which pays A rupees per share as annual dividends. At the end of the year, he sold all the shares at P rupees per share and received a capital gain which is twice as the annual dividend income received in the year. Show that P equals 2A plus B over 500. So we have to do step by step. In the following year, he invested B. So that's the amount invested to buy 500 shares. So we'll write down number of shares 500 and this is the buying price B and the selling price. Selling price capital P. Selling, buying. And then the dividend is per share is A rupees. And at the end of the year, he sold all the shares at P per share and received the capital gain, which is twice as the annual dividend income. So we can find out the annual dividend income. That's A rupees per share and 500 shares. So 500 A. That's annual dividend income. So it says capital gain, which is twice as the annual dividend income. So what is capital gain? Capital gain is twice as that. 2 times 500 A. That means 1000 A is the capital gain. So when you divide by 500, you get capital gain per share. That's 1000 divided by 500. Shares are there. 2A. That's the capital gain per share. So what's the relationship? We can find out here. Buying price is B. So buying price is given for all 500 shares. So what is the buying price per share? You can find out buying price per share. Buying price per share, that's you have to divide by B divided by 500. This is buying price. What's the selling price? Selling price is P. So when you take the difference, selling price minus buying price, that should be the capital gain per share. That's 2A. So when you take this term to the other side, you get 2A plus B over 500. Check whether you want this. Yes, 2A plus B over 500. So that's the answer. So you get, we gave 6 marks. There are 4 marks for this step. So 1 mark here, 1 mark for 2A, this one, and final answer 1 mark. 4 marks for this one, and previous question 6 marks. So altogether 10 marks. Question number 4. That's about a diagram. You have to mark angle and use trigonometry to find out angles or length. So let's do this one separately. AB is a vertical post erected on the horizontal ground. The top of the post B is tied down the ground using 30-meter long wire at the point C. So 30 meters. So this is 30 meters. The angle between the ground and the wire is 59 degrees and 32 minutes. DE is another vertical post of height 1.5 meters. So this should be E, that's 1.5 meters. A wire is stretched from B to E, here to here. The distance between A and D is 10 meters. Copy the diagram into your answer sheet script and mark the above information in it. Then you have to answer the questions given. So that's only, here we can say these are 90 degrees. This is a post. And we can draw a line here also, showing that this length is the same. So how many marks for the diagram? You are getting 3 marks. 30 meter we marked, 59 degrees and 32 minutes, 10 meters. So this is 1.5. So 3 marks for the diagram. Let's do the next part. Find the height of the post AB. Now we need to look at the diagram again. So we need to find this height AB. So to this angle, this is opposite and hypotenuse given. So what's that? Opposite and hypotenuse? Sine ratio. So we can use sine ratio. Sine 59, 32 is equal to AB over 30 meters. So AB is 30 into sine 59, 32. Now reverse sine tables. 59, 32. 2, that's 3, you have to add. 8619. 8619 times 30. So put a 0 and multiply by 3. 3 times 9, 27. 3 times 1, 3 plus 2, 5. 3 times 6, 18. 3 times 8, 24 plus 1, 25. And put decimal places, 4 places to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get 25.857 meters, and you can keep the answer like this. You don't need to round it. It's not given. So you can keep the answer like this. So how many marks? So you get 25.86 meters or 857 meters. You get 3 marks. Three marks for that. Let's do the next one. Find the angle between the wire BE and the horizontal plane. This angle. So to this angle, this one is 10. That's adjacent. And what else you know? You can find out this height. So what is this height? Full AB length we found, you can subtract 1.5. So we'll do that first. 25 point, we'll take 86 minus 1.5. 24.36. So when you take the diagram like this, this is 90 degrees, you get 24.36, and this is 10. And you can find out the angle. Now you can use tan ratio, opposite and adjacent. Tan theta equals 24.36. Divide by 10, you get 2.436. So theta is tan inverse of that. So you have to find out where you get this value. 2.436. 2.436. 434 is there, so we need 2 more. That's 1. 67.41. 67 degrees and 41 minutes is the angle here. So we'll see how many marks. So you get 4 marks for that. So you have to divide by 10 and getting all these 4 marks for that. So we gave 4 here, 3, 7, and 3, 10 marks for the whole question. Let's take question number 5. This is about making an equation using volumes, and then you have to find out the length of the cube. We'll do the first part. The figure shows a cube of length x plus 2 and a cuboid with a square base of length x plus 1 and the height x plus 5. If the volume of the cube is equal to the volume of the cuboid. So what's the volume of the cube? X plus 2 into x plus 2 into x plus 2. So that's cube. That's equal to volume of the cuboid. X plus 1 into x plus 5 into x plus 1, because this is the square base. So you can write square term. And then show that x satisfy the equation this. So we need to expand and take all terms to one side and show that you are getting this one. So how you simplify this? So you can first do x plus 2 squared and then multiply by x plus 2. Or if you know the method to expand, you can straight away do that. So I'll do with the separate method. Square this, you get 4x plus 4 into x plus 2. And this is equal to, here we'll square this one, x squared, double of this, that's 2x plus 1, square of 1 into x plus 5. Now multiply and get all terms. X squared into x, x cube. You get 2x squared. This into this, 4x into x, 4x squared. 4x into 2, 8x. 4 into x, 4x. 4 into 2, 8. That's equal to, other side, what you are getting? X squared into x, x cube. 5x squared. 2x squared here. 2 times 5, 10x. And you get x plus 5. Now, what are the terms get cancelled out? X cube get cancelled out. 2x squared, 4x squared, 6x squared, and there you get 5 plus 2, 7. So, 7x squared minus 6x squared. We'll take it to this side because x squared is positive there. Then the x terms, 8 plus 4, 12. Here 10 and 1, 11. 11 minus 12x. And the constant term 8 and here 5. 5 minus 8. That's equal to 0. Now simplify. You get x squared here, 11 minus 12 minus x, 5 minus 8, that's minus 3 is equal to 0. That's the equation given, x squared minus x minus 3. Now we got the equation, and now solve the above equation by completing the square method or any other method and find the length of the cube to the nearest first decimal place. Take root 13 as 3.61. So we'll take the equation. X squared minus x minus 3 equals 0. Check it again. Now using completing square method we'll do. So divide by 2, you get half. Square it plus 1 over 4. So you need to add 1 over 4. This one, when you take it to this side, 3. So in order to get no difference, you add 1 over 4. So this is a square term. So what you get? Half is the square root of this. X is the square root of x squared. And the sign comes here. So this is x minus half squared is equal to, What's this one? 4 times 3, 12 plus 1, 13 over 4. Take square root both sides. X minus half is equal to plus or minus root 13 over 2. Square root of 4 is 2. So what is x? Half plus or minus root 13 over 2. You can't take negative values. X is a length. So we'll take the positive value. Positive value. So you get half plus root 13 over 2. Now we can substitute the root 13 value. 3.61. So x equals 1 plus 3.61 divided by 2. 4.61 divided by 2, 2.305. What's the unit? That's centimeters. It's given in units, not given centimeter or anything, just units. And x plus 1 is there. We'll check whether when you substitute negative, is it a negative value? This is units. Now when you take negative, think about that. So you get negative 3.61, that means negative 2.61. When you add 1, you get a negative, so you can't take that answer. So this is the answer for x. So they ask length of the cube. Find the length of the cube. That means x plus 2 to the first decimal place, x plus 2, not x. So x plus 2 is equal to, adding 2 to that, you get 4.305, first decimal place 4.3. So 4.3, what's the unit? Yes, just put units there. So how many marks for that? Second part, 6 marks, equate to 0 using completing square method. 1 mark here, and up to this point you get 2 marks, another 2 marks, and then plus or minus value, you get 1 mark here again, and length of the side, another 1 mark. Just see how many marks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. So the first part only 4 marks, showing the equation, you get 4 marks. So altogether 10 marks for the whole question. Question number 6. So that's about making simultaneous equation, pair of simultaneous equations, and solve the equation, and part B about inequalities. So let's do the first one. The price of a large mask is 1650 and the price of a small one is 600 rupees. The above is a notice displayed in a shop. The total income the owner of the shop received by selling masks of the above 2 types in a week is 48,750. The profit obtained by selling a large mask is 350 and the profit obtained by selling a small mask is 200 rupees. The total profit obtained by selling masks by the above 2 types during the week is 13,250. Using the above information, build up a pair of simultaneous equations, taking the number of large masks sold as X. So, large one we can take as X, and the small ones you can take as Y. Now, we need to read the question and construct the two equations. So, it says the above is a notice displayed in a shop. The total income the owner of the shop received by selling masks of the above two types in a week is this. So, that means X number of large masks, one is 1650. So, 1650X plus 600 for a small one, 600Y. That's the total income, 48,750. Divide by 10 and divide by 5. 5 times 3, 15. 5 times 3. 5 times 9, 45. For 37, that's 7, and 25, 5. Can we divide again? Divide by 3. 11x plus 4y equals 3, 2, and 5, 325. So, that's the first equation. And look at the next one. The profit obtained by selling a large mask is 350. So, profit is 350. That means the selling price, the price of a, so the buying price should be 350 less than that. And profit obtained by selling a small mask is 200. So, 200 here. The total profit obtained by selling mask of the above two types during the week. So, just the profit. So, you can write another equation. So, 350 for one mask. For large one, that's X. There are X number of masks are there. So, you can make the second equation. 350x plus 200y is equal to 13,250. So, we can divide by 10 and divide by 5, 7x, 4y, 5 times 2, 10, 32, that's 6, and 25, 5, 265. So, that's your second equation. So, we'll solve the two equations. So, again I'll write here 11x plus 4y equals 325. That's first one. Now, how we solve? Same coefficient for y, same sign. You can subtract the two equations. I'll subtract 1 minus 2. 11 minus 7, that's 4x. Y gets cancelled out and subtract these two. 0. 325 minus 265. 0 and 6, 12. Yeah, so 60 is the answer. So, what is x? 60 divided by 4. 4 times 1, 4. For 20, that's 5. X is 50. And what is y? So, we'll use the equation second one. We'll substitute to second one. Equation 2. 7x, 7 times 15 plus 4y equals 265. So, 4y equals 265 minus 7 times 15, 105. Now, subtract 5 and 5, 0, 6 and 1. When you divide by 4, you get the y value. Y becomes 4 times 4, 16. So 40. So how many large masks sold? Large ones, X means 15, and small ones 40. So that's the answer for the first part. That's the answer for X and Y. So we'll give marks now. So you get 15 and 40. So altogether 6 marks for the whole thing. So normally you get 2 marks for creating the 2 equations. One for this and one for this equation, second one, and 2 for solving X and 2 for solving Y. So 6 marks for solving equations. Now part B, you get an inequality. Part B, write the equal integral values which satisfy inequalities y greater than 1 and x less than or equal to 2. So what are the values y greater than 1? 1 is not included. 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Integral values means integers. X less than or equal to 2. So starting with 2, you can write less than values. So 1, 0, minus 1 also there. It's not mentioned, positive integrals only. But you need to find out the common value. What are the common values? Only one value is common for both. That's the equal integral value. So 2. 2 is the answer. So y equals 2 and x equals 2. So you get here 2 marks for this. Here that means you have to give another 2 marks for this equation. Here 8 marks for the whole thing. So 2 marks for the method mark as well. So 1 mark for writing it and 1 mark will give for the method. So 8 marks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and then 2 marks for part B. So altogether 10 marks. Question number 7. So question number 7 onwards, that's part B. You have to select 5 questions from 6 questions there. So this first one is about number patterns, progression. One is arithmetic and the other one is geometric. So we'll do separately. Part A, an athlete practicing for a race on a 200-meter track ran 2 laps on the first day, 3 laps on the second day, 4 laps on the third day, such that on every day after the first day ran 1 lap more than the previous day. Write the distances he ran in the first 4 days in order and write which type of a progression do those distances belong. So we'll do distances now. 1 lap means 200 meters. So 2 laps on the first day. 2 into 200, 400 meters first day. Then 3 laps on the second day. 3 times 2, 600 meters. And the third day, 3 laps. No, 4 laps on the third day. 4 times 2, 8. 800 meters. And the next one should be 1000 meters. So that's the first 4 terms. And what is this sequence or progression? That's arithmetic. The difference is always the same. You get 200. Or when you take 800 minus 600, you get same thing. So common difference is there. That means arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression. That's the first part. So find the distance he ran on the 9th day. So that means we have to find out the general term and find T9. So 9th day. So what's the general term? Tn equals first day is 400 plus n minus 1 d. D is 200. So you get 400 plus multiply 200 n minus 200. So 200 n 400 minus 200, that's plus 200. So I can rewrite this as 200, take it out, n plus 1. And we need 9th day, that's T9. Substitute 9 there, 200 into 9 plus 1, 10. 2000 meters. We can write in kilometers, divide this by 1000, you get 2 kilometers. So how many marks for this one? Identifying arithmetic progression, 2 marks. And 1 mark for first 4 terms. 1 mark for first 4 terms, and identify this is arithmetic, another 1 mark. And 2 kilometers answer for T9, that's 2 marks. Let's do the next one, third part. Show that the total distance he ran in the first 11 days exceeds 15 kilometers. So we'll see S11. What's the formula? N over 2. 11 over 2. We know first term and the difference. We'll use that. First term is 400. 400 into 2. 2a. Plus n minus 1. So 11 minus 1, 10, and d is 200 meters. 2a plus n minus 1d in the sum formula. So 11 over 2, 400 into 2, 800, and 2000 there. 11 over 2 into 2800, 2 times 1400. Multiply by 11, 11 times 4, 44, 11 plus 4, 15. So this is in meters, divide by 1000, that means 15.4 kilometers. So that's exceeding, this is greater than 15 kilometers. So we can say exceeds 15 kilometers. So how many marks for that? You get 3 marks for this step. Last part. Part B. First and the fourth terms of a geometric progression are 3 and 24. So first term A is 3. Fourth term, that means T4 equals 24. Show that there can be only one possible value for the common ratio of the progression. So this is a geometric one. So how can you write down this one? Fourth term, A r to the power 3, 4 minus 1. So A is 3, r to the power 4 minus 1, 3. Now divide this by 3. 24 divided by 3, you get r cube. That means 3 times 8. So what are the possibilities? 8 means 2 to the power 3. You can't get negative. So r is only one value, that's 2. So common ratio, only one possibility, r equals 2. So here how many marks? 3 marks for that part. You can't get negative because this is plus 8, only power 3. Cube root of that, you get only positive answer. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 marks for that question. Question number 8 is about construction. So you can use only the pair of compasses and the ruler. So we'll draw this. Construct the line segment AB with 8 centimeters. So you draw a line and then you can take the ruler and the compass to measure the length 8 centimeters. So you can mark it. So that's AB, 8 centimeters. Mark point C on AB such that AC is equal to 5 centimeter. Locate point D such that CD is 4 centimeter and BCD is 60 degrees. So we'll mark point C first. AC is 5. So you need the compass. AC is 5 centimeters. So this is C. So this is 5 centimeter length. Locate D such that CD is 4 and BCD is 60 degrees. So you need to construct 60 degree angle to the C point. So take any distance, you draw an arc here, an arc in the middle, and then you find out the intersecting point. You take the same distance. Now you can draw the line here, and now it says CD is 4 centimeters. So you have to take the compass, measure 4 centimeter length and mark on this line CD. So you can mark the D point. This is D. This is 4 centimeter length. And also this is 60 degrees. So we did the second part, BCD angle. Construct the circle which touches AB at C. So here touches this point and passes through the point D. So that means we have to find out the perpendicular bisector. So along C we have to draw the perpendicular and perpendicular bisector for CD. So we need the compass for that. First we'll draw the perpendicular at C. You take a certain distance, draw an arc here, arc onto the other side, and now we'll take along the distance, keep on top of the point that you marked before, draw an arc here and arc this way, and now you can draw the perpendicular at C, and now we have to draw the perpendicular bisector of C and D, and the intersection point of the two perpendiculars is the center. So we can find the center easily. So we'll draw the perpendicular bisector now. Take any distance, draw an arc in the middle, arc on the other side, point D, here and here. Now we'll draw the line. This one and this one. Now find the intersecting point. Intersecting point of these two, this is the center. We'll put O is the center. Now we have to draw the circle. So this is the center, and you can take OC is the radius. So OC is the radius and it passes through D as well. So shall we draw the circle? Passes through D and touches at C. So that's the circle. So 3 parts we did. How many marks you are getting? So you are getting AB length 1 mark and AC 5 centimeter and marking C point 1 mark. 60-degree angle at C 1 mark and CD 4 centimeter 1 mark, and perpendicular at C you get 1 mark, and perpendicular bisector of CD 1 mark, and circle 1 mark. So you get how many marks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 marks up to this point. Now we'll do the next one. Fourth part, construct another tangent to the circle from A and name the point contact as E. So tangents are equal from outside point. So what you can do, so we know this is a tangent. AC is a tangent because this is 90 degrees. This is the radius and this is perpendicular. So we can measure this AC length and you can find the other point on the circle by marking the same distance because tangents are equal from outside point. So this is the E point. Name an angle equal to BCD. BCD. BCD is 90 degrees. Which one is 90 degrees? Which one is BCD is 90 degrees. So you have to give any angle that's 90 degrees. Semicircle angles are 90 degrees. Or you can here, if you draw the tangent here, tangent is perpendicular. And if you connect O and E, that's also 90 degrees. The tangent drawn here is perpendicular. So we can give that angle AEO angle. AEO is same as BCD. That's 90 degrees. So how many marks for these 2 steps? So you are getting circle tangent. So that means marking E point, just 1 mark. This one, 1 mark. And CED. So that is another one. Here, that's also possible because semicircular angles are 90 degrees. We found E. So CED also 90 degrees. Semicircle angles are 90 degrees. So you can write CED as well. But this is also correct. Tangents are perpendicular to this one. So you can write CED is also 90 degrees. Semicircle angles are 90 degrees. So 2 marks for that. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 marks for the construction question. Question number 9. You have to prove that. So 4 parts are there. So we'll do separately. PQRS is a parallelogram. The equilateral triangle PQT is drawn on the side PQ. So we need to draw that. PQT. So T is somewhere here. So all these are equal and this is a parallelogram. You can mark parallel lines. Then equilateral triangle SRW is drawn on the side SR. So this side is same as this side. So all these sides are equal. This becomes W. Copy the diagram and mark above data. In it, show that WRQ angle, this angle is same as SPT, this angle. So that's easy. So when you take the parallelogram PQRS, we know opposite angles are equal. So SPQ angle is equal to SRQ. And we know these are equilateral triangles, each angle 60 degrees. So these two are equal. And we can write WSR is same as TPQ angle, that's 60 because of equilateral triangle. And this one we can say opposite angles of a parallelogram. Now we'll add these two. When you add 1 and 2, SPQ plus SPQ, and here we need to add other way around. So we need to write down other way around. So we'll erase this. WSR here. WSR here. WSR and QPT. QPT here. Now we'll add SPQ plus QPT is equal to SRQ and WSR. So what is SPQ? SPQ and QPT, that's SPT. SRQ and WRS, not this one. Here again, another mistake is there. WRS, all are 60 degrees. We need only WRS angle. WRS angle, that's equal to WRQ. So these two are equal. So how many marks? Marking data in the diagram, you just get 1 mark. and for this proof you get 3 marks. So 4 marks altogether. And the next one, part 3, prove that WQ is equal to ST. So we'll draw the line first. WQ and ST. So we have to show that these are equal. So we'll take the two triangles SPT triangle and WRQ triangle. If we can say these are congruent, the corresponding elements are equal. So we are trying to do that. We know that SPT is equal to WRQ. We did that before. From the previous part, we proved that these two are equal. And what else? Now look at carefully. This length, all these lengths are equal. So we can say PT side is equal to WR side from that. So that's because of equilateral triangle and opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. So we have a length and an angle, and we need another length. Look at carefully this length. What can you say about this length? This length is equal to this length. Opposite sides are equal. SP or PS is equal to QR. Now we have two lengths and included angle. So we can say SPT triangle is congruent to WRQ triangle because of SAS, side angle side, included angle is there. If the two triangles are congruent, corresponding elements opposite to this angle is ST is equal to opposite to the same angle is WQ. So we can say ST equals WQ because of corresponding elements are equal. So that's the third part, and we'll try to do fourth part. Prove that SWQT is a parallelogram. Here we found ST is equal to this one. Opposite sides are equal there. So I'll put another mark. This length is equal to this one. We proved that. And we already know this one is equal to this one. And what else? So that's enough to mention this is a parallelogram. Opposite sides are equal. It's a parallelogram. So we can write TQ is equal to SW and ST is equal to WQ. Opposite sides are equal of a quadrilateral. Opposite sides are equal. So therefore, SWQT is a parallelogram. So you get, again, we gave 4 marks before, 4 marks for this step, 3 marks for proving that the two triangles are congruent, and then 1 mark for corresponding elements are equal. That's 4 altogether. then SW is TQ, and the opposite sides are equal. That means a parallelogram, 2 marks. 4 plus 2, 6, and 4, 10 marks for this question. Let's do question number 10. Two solid metal spheres of radius r and r over 4 centimeters was melted, and a solid metal sphere of radius r over 2 centimeters and right circular solid metal cylinder of radius a and height h were made. So this is about volumes, and you need to prove that a equals this. So we'll do it separately. So you have to read the question again. Two solid metal spheres of radius r and radius r over 4 were melted, and a solid metal sphere of r over 2 radius and the right circular cylinder with radius a and height h were made. There was no wastage of metal, so that means volumes are equal. Volume of these two is equal to volume of these two, and you get an equation and make A as the subject of the formula. So what's the volume of sphere with radius r? 4 over 3 pi r cube. What's this one? 4 over 3 pi r over 4 cube. That's equal to volume of the sphere, 4 over 3 pi r over 2 cube, plus, what's the volume of the cylinder? Pi r squared. R means a squared h. Now you can see pi gets cancelled out, and then you can multiply by 3 and divide by 4. Multiply by 3 and divide by 4. This get cancelled out. You get r cube over 16, 4 cube, not 16, 64, 4 to the power 3. Then here, this get cancelled out. You get r cube over 2 to the power 3 is 8. You get here, multiply by 3, divide by 4. A squared h. Now, you can simplify, multiply everything by 64. 64 r cube plus r cube, and here multiply by 64, you get 8. 8 r cube plus 64 divide by 4, you get 16. 16 times 3. 48 a squared h. That's 16 times 3. Check it. 48. Now, simplify here r cube terms. 65 minus 8. 65 minus 8, you get 57. R cube is equal to 48 a squared h. A squared is 57 r cube, divide by 48 h. Now divide by 3. 3 times 1, 3, 9 r cube, divide by 3. 3 times 1, 3, for 18, that's 6 h. Now take the square root both sides. When you take square root, what you get? So A becomes square root of 19 r cube over 16 h. So we can just write down r squared and r. Separate it, and then when you take square root, you can take r out. R is inside, 1 r is inside. and 16 square root, that's 4. R over 4, this one is H. A becomes this. Just check whether R over 4, 19 R over 4, 19 R over H. That's the answer. And then, so that's the first part. Show that this one. So that's first part. How many marks for that? So you are getting 4 marks for showing that. 4 marks for showing this answer. And now we'll do the second part. Using logarithms, find the value of A if R equals 7 and H equals 42. So what is A? We got R over 4, 19 over H. Again check it. R over 4, 19R. 19R is there. Just check 19R is there. 19R. Now substitute R equals 7. 7 over 4. 19. This is 7. H is 42. So 7 times 6. 42. And then square root. So we'll do separately. So this is 7 over 4. Square root of 19 over 6. So either you can divide and get the value, or we'll use logarithmic tables. So take log both sides. Log A equals this one. This is multiplication. So you can do log of 7 plus half log 19 minus log 4 and minus half log 6. So we'll refer the tables, logarithmic tables, and write down the values. So first one is log 7, that's 0 point something. So log 7. So 70, 0. We'll take the second table. 70, 0. That's 8451. 8451. Half 19, log 19, that's 1 point something. 19, 0. 2788. 40, 0. 60, 21. 60, 0. Other table. 60, 0 is 7782. Now simplify. We can divide first by 2. So 0.8451 plus divide by 2, 6, 3, 6, and here for 18, that's 9, 4. 0.6021. Now divide by 2 here. 2 times 3, 6. 2 times 8, 16. 9, 1. Now add 8451, 0.6394. Add it. 8, 14. And add the negative ones, that's 0.6021, 0.3891. When you add it, this one, now subtract these two. Subtract these two, you get 3, 3, 9, 18, 1 remaining, 10, 4. 0.4933. So A is anti-log value of 0.4933. Refer the table and see where you get 0.4933. 4933, you need to refer carefully. 4933, 28 is there. So you need another 5. That's like 3, 31, 1, 3. 31, 1, 3. 31, 1, 3, but this is 0 point, so 3.113 is the radius of the sphere. That's in centimeters, or what's the unit given? Centimeters. But the value they asked to round it to the nearest value, or it's not mentioned. So you can keep the answer like this. So we'll see how many marks for that. So radius, just one decimal value, 3.1 given. So altogether you are getting 6 marks for the whole process. Taking first substitute values and taking laws of logarithms, substituting using the table, you get all these values, and then finding this answer. Altogether 6 marks. Earlier we gave 4, this 6 marks, 10 marks for the whole question. Let's take question number 11. This is about proof. So we have to draw the diagram and prove it. So it says 3 vertices of the equilateral triangle ABC lie on the circumference of a circle. AO produced meets the circle at D. BD produced and AC produced meet at E. Prove that AD equals DE. So we'll draw the diagram. So we need to draw a circle first. And it says ABC triangle, equilateral triangle. So A, B, C, all lengths are equal, and O is the center. When AO produced, meet the circle at D, and then BD produced and AC produced, meet at E, it's E point here, and show that AD. So I'll take a different color. You need to show that AD equals DE. These two lengths are equal. So diagram is not accurate, it's not equal there, but you have to prove that. So if these two are equal, we have to show that these two angles are equal. So we'll mark all the angles that we know. These all are 60 degrees. This is also 60. Then we know AD is the diameter. So what is this angle? 90 degrees. So this is 90 means what is this angle? 90 minus 60, that's 30 degrees. So first we'll write that. DBC angle is DBA angle minus 60 degrees. So this is 90 minus 60, that's 30, because semicircle angles are equal to 90 degrees. So we can write because of semicircle angle. That's the first thing we can do. That's 30 degrees. This is 30. Then we can take the same segment angles are equal. This angle and this angle both are equal. So this is also 30 degrees. So you can write DAC angle is same as EBC angle, 30 degrees, same segment angle. So that's 30. Then according to the exterior angle, this is 60, this is 30. So this is also 30 degrees. So we can write down BEC angle is BCA angle minus EBC angle, exterior angle, because of exterior angle. So that means BEC also 30 degrees. So we can write this is 60 minus 30, 30 degrees. Now we see those two angles are equal. That means DAC angle is same as DEA angle. That's 30 degrees. So that means AD is equal to DE, isosceles triangle. Because of isosceles, this is equal. So you get 10 marks for this question. It's so easy, but you have to draw the diagram correctly. So for the diagram, you get 2 marks, and all the other proofs you get 8 marks. So 8 marks for all these. So we'll give marks. 1 mark, 1 mark, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8. 8 and 2 all together 10 marks for that question. Now let's do the last question. Question number 12 is about Venn diagrams. So we'll see how we can do that. The following is an incomplete Venn diagram drawn to denote information about the ministries 88 employees have worked. So 88 altogether. The number of employees who have worked in the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Local Government is 15. Ministry of Education, that's E, and Ministry of Local, this one. So the intersection is 15. So we can write 15 on top of the line. The number of employees who have worked in all 3 ministries is twice the number of employees who have worked in Ministry of Education and Ministry of Local one. So 3 means all together that's 30. The number of employees who have worked all 3 ministries is twice the number of employees who have worked in Ministry of Education and Ministry of Local Governments only. So only means if this is X, this becomes 2x. That's what they are saying. So double of that. So if this is X, this part, only these 2 is X, then double of that. That's 2x. The number of employees who have worked in the Ministry of Education is 35. Ministry of Education, this is 35. The number of employees who have worked in the Ministry of Education is 35 and the number of employees who have worked in the Ministry of Local Government is 40. This is 40. Copy the above Venn diagram and include the above information on it. How many employees have worked in at least 2 of the above ministries? So we have to solve that. So can you see this one? 15 is equal to x plus 2x. You can easily find out x. 3x equals 15. X becomes 15 divided by 3. That's 5. So that means this is 5. This one is 5 and this is 10. Now we can easily find out this part. Now 35 is the whole circle. 10 plus 5, 15. 15 plus 12, you get 27. 35 minus 27, you get here. That's 8. So what do you need now? This part. 40 is the whole circle. 7 plus 10, 17. 17 plus 5, 22. 40 minus 22, you get 18 here. So we filled all these required region. Now we have to answer the questions. How many employees have worked in at least 2 of the above ministries? 2 or more. So we can add these values. 5, 7, 8. 5, 7, 8 and also all 3. That's 10. 5 plus 7, 12, 20, 30. 30 workers are there, employees are there. Then we'll see how many marks for these 2 steps. You are getting 8, 5, like all the values given. So 4 marks for the diagram and 2 marks for this answer. Now let's do the next part. Shade the region E intersection A union C dash in the Venn diagram. So we need to mark the values. So here, what are the values there? So you get 5, 10, 8, 18. We'll mark it 5, 10, 8, 18 there. And now we have to shade E intersection A union C dash. A union C is this dash. Means outside. So that means this part. E intersecting A union C. A union C is this one. Dash means outside. So this part. So we'll take red color and shade this part. So you need this part. That's E intersection A union C dash. If an employee is selected from the above group at random, find the probability of the employee being one who has worked in only one ministry. Only one ministry. How many? Here, 12, 13, 18. This is only one ministry. Divide by total. What's the total? Given 88. So you can take this one as 88. So what's the probability? 3 plus 2, 5, 13. 1 remaining, 2, 3, 4. 43 over 88 is the probability. So let's see how many marks. You are getting shading 2 marks and 43 over 88 2 marks. So that's the last part. So 2, 2, 4, 4, 4, 8 and 2, 10 marks for the whole question. So that's the last question in paper 2. So we covered the whole paper. So make sure that you do the paper first and then watch my video to check your answers.